Good morning, good morning, everybody. It is April 15th, 2024. It is, it has been such a wild journey so far. So I am beyond ecstatic to start with Service Experts full time tomorrow. April 16th is my official start date. And I am really looking forward to being a part of a team that's established. One of the reasons I picked Service Experts and I'm so excited about it is because Service Experts has a nationwide footprint and is looking to grow, right? And so they're already trying to do something similar to what I've been trying to do. They're already in the home industry. They're already in homes helping people with plumbing, HVAC, all of those needs. And that's exactly what I want to be supporting people with long term. So, my strategy for the next foreseeable future, I imagine it'll probably be 5 to 10 years, is to focus on being first and foremost, being a dad, being available for my kids, being here in Boise, helping get them to school, helping get them home, taking care of them, and being a positive role model in their life. I've growing up, my parents have always been entrepreneurs. That's all I've ever known. And one of my hopes with this is that while my kids are growing up, they're seeing me not as an entrepreneur, they're seeing me as an employee, and that there are tons of different ways to accomplish whatever your goal is. You just have to understand what is your goal and what's the right vehicle for you right now, because life is full of changes. And so, over the next 5 to 10 years, my goal, I'm already accomplishing it. It is to be here for my family. The most important thing I will ever do in my life is raise my kids, period, bar none. So I look at my calendar as the true barometer of success. In my calendar, how much time am I spending with my family? How much time am I spending with my wife? How much time am I spending teaching my kids how to live, showing my kids how to chase their dreams? That's my barometer for success. And so just being around my family, networking events in the evening, you're competing with me being home with my family, which is what I want to be doing, right? And that's the point. That's the entire point of all of this, of everything I do. Because at the end of the day, I believe entrepreneurship, the most important skill any entrepreneur can have is patience. You must be patient. I'll be an entrepreneur once the kids get out of the house, once things are settled more. It's not that I'm not an entrepreneur, it's that that role is not critical in my life today. And that's okay. What is critical in my life today is being around for my kids each and every day and being a part of Rosie's so nice. I'm she just messaged me. Very grateful for the people I have on my team. So I'm living my dream right now. I am not in a rush to chase my dream because I live my dream each and every day. Every day I get up, every day I put on my glasses and do my journal entry. That one journal entry, 5, 10 minutes, whatever it ends up being, that is my dedication to my dream. I don't need to invest more than that over the next 100 years to be successful. You'll see. It sounds crazy, But success is built on consistency. It's built on doing what you said you're going to do. And it's built on being transparent. And that's why, with everything I do, I believe I will be successful. Because at the end of the day, the first person to sell success to is yourself. If you do not know the definition of success, no one else does for you. So I know my definition. I know what I work towards each and every day. Whether anyone else understands it, whether anyone else cares, whether anyone else wants to hear about it is irrelevant because it's my success. And I think that's one of the reasons people have a hard time understanding why I do things the way I do them, is because I'm already successful. I don't need external validation to tell me I'm successful. With America's Holding Company, it is successful. It's how I, Justin Stevens, am saving for retirement. And it's how I, Justin Stevens, plan on sharing whatever I collect over the entire course of my life with my kids, with my grandkids, my siblings, my parents, anyone. America's Holding Company is my will. It is a living, it's what I plan on dedicating my time to leaving to my kids. Whether it works or not is irrelevant. And that's what people don't get about chasing dreams. It's not about catching the dream, it's about chasing the dream. Now, with that said, do I think it will be successful? I know it will be successful because I'm behind it. And I'm the definition. Like every change, every day, we share time with 8 billion people. And that time, think of it like a chessboard. Every day, 8 billion chess pieces move. You know what you need to do tomorrow? Look at the freaking chessboard again. Where did they all go? What are they all doing? It is just a bigger game of chess than anyone realizes, in my opinion. And so that's why I'm chasing it. That's why I think I have so much fun doing this. Is because I'm already successful. I define success, no one else does. If other people see what I'm doing and want a part of what I've defined success as, heck yeah, subscribe. If not, that's fine too. Life is full of options. Whichever option works best for you, go with it. This is the option I've picked for me. My goal is to compete with BlackRock and Vanguard. Like, I'm just playing a different game. I'm playing a game based on decades. And you know what? When you play a game where every turn is a year, guess what? It takes a lot and lot of waiting. And that's okay. I will wait until people see or don't see. I will keep living my life exactly how I think I should live it to make the biggest impact on the most people. That's my metric. And I judge how I'm doing on that metric based off the ownership percentage of America's Holding Company that I own. My goal with America's Holding Company, my ultimate goal is to own less than 1%. I want to figure out how to put a board of directors of that 9 people in place, give them control of it. I want to be a client earning through the system just like everyone else. And I want the board to run the asset. I want to use the asset, promote the asset, sell the asset. This is not about control. It's not about owning everything. It's not about doing everything. It's just about chasing my dream. And someday people will get that. But until then, I'm going to chase it anyway because it's my dream. It's a dream about impacting lives. It's not about making money or anything else. Yes, I plan on making lots of money, but that will be a byproduct of chasing my dream, of impacting as many people as I can. That's what I believe. So that is, at this point in time, my strategy moving forward is going to be working full time with service experts, doing my daily journals with these. Again, 5-10 minutes. I'll get those to Rosie to process. Then I will take, I'm about to go through the weekly financial update, the weekly update for America's Holding Company, and I'm going to do that once a week. So that is what I call the National Tax Strategy Education Program, is me going through this information. Once I go through it, we turn it into a blog. It gets posted on the website for people to tune in and see the most recent videos of me trying to explain the vision, strategy, and direction that we're currently working on. And I say currently working on because the goal is to be flexible and adjustable as a society. We figure out, hey, right now, I think one of the best things any small business in the world can do for their people is go to a weekly pay period. With inflation and everything else going on today, the best thing you can do for your people is increase the speed of their cash flow, right? And that's what this whole program is about. It's about figuring out what are some of these strategies that any small business, not an Amazon, any mom and pop, any gas station, any restaurant across the entire United States can come, listen to the program, get involved in the program for their people, but also hear strategies they can implement without any authorization or big changes or anything like that that help their people. Because we're looking at time as a currency that we're using in our society to do tax strategy with. Okay? Time is the currency that ties all of us together. And that's the whole goal behind this. So with that, I am going to share my screen. And then I am going to jump over here to the National Tax Strategy Education Program. All right, this is our weekly update. It's 2024, week 14. This information was all compiled on April 12th, 2024. The goal is to update this every week for the next 100 years. In one graphic, the business model of America's Holding Company is essentially an affiliate business model. So America's Holding Company owns all my social channels, and all my social channels drive to my blog, justindcstevens.com, that is also owned by America's Holding Company. We monetize it through affiliate links, through driving revenue to service experts, and helping people as we grow, as well as through sponsorships and getting involved. So the main thing you're buying then is ownership in the value that I create with my time as time goes, as time progresses. So this week's schedule, today, doing a lot of birthday prep. Emily's and Scarlett's birthdays are this week. And then tomorrow I start my first day of service experts. I've got a bunch of remote training the rest of this week. So that's what this week looks like. Our social media report, I've been posting my daily journal entries on YouTube and on my blog and on X. I've not been doing anything else. My strategy with social media at this point in time is to get onboarded with service experts, understand their expectations, their rules, how they want people using social media, and then operating within those boundaries. So rather than getting started and changing, I'm just waiting until I know the full story. So that's social media. Current MRR, we're at $300 monthly recurring revenue. That is based off 6 active subscribers. That puts our spend per customer at about $186 a year. Not bad. So just more financial metrics. Again, they don't look great today, but that's all right. They will as we grow. So our annual run rate, this is currently based off 5 people paying $27 a month and 1 person paying $150 a month. That puts us at $3,550 ARR. Could be better. So year to date compared to last year to date, I've been figuring this out for the last 2 years. I've had successes, I've had failures, I've had ups and downs, and I've restarted multiple times. We are in one of those times right now where I am rebuilding from the ground up. And this is the point of a tax strategy plan. At the end of the day, there's only 2 ways you can use your time to accumulate income. You can rent your time as a W-2 employee, or you can sell your time as some part of a business owner. So when you rent your time as a W-2 employee, that company retains control of how long you are a part of that company. So that is one of the things to be aware of. With America's Holding Company, I sell my time through the annual subscription program or the sponsorship program. Those are the only 2 ways to own the results of my time. I do rent my time out to service experts, and they can fire me at any point. That is their right. But at the end of the day, it's a partnership. It's designed to be beneficial for both. And that is my goal, is to bring attention to service experts across the entire US, drive revenue for all of the people within the organization that are helping me be successful. This is part of my strategy. It's not about me collecting the money. It's not about me paying the tax. It's about helping other people create a bigger impact, which will drive revenue for them and drive tax for them to do tax strategy with it. This is all part of how do we operate as a society. And this is why I'm doing this weekly, and I just talk through my belief about business, about what we're doing, where we're going. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be doing this for the next 100 years. It's people's choice if they get involved, right? There's a bunch of different aspects that they get out of it, but they can get almost all of those aspects elsewhere for cheaper. That is their choice. And that's all right. And it's how the system is designed to work. So year to date compared to last year to date, we'll get better. All right, there's 2 products. The annual Christmas ornament subscription program. This is what individuals buy. You get an RFID access card, an annual Christmas ornament. This was last year's. You get the owner's manual. This is how this whole system works. It's got everything we've designed in it. Okay, then you get a Made in America USA flag. You get a silver collectible coin for your initial subscription, and then it makes you eligible for the Future of Society investment opportunity. These are things that happen in our society that bring value to our society that should be celebrated over the decades, but it's hard because of how our system is currently set up. So, one of the ways I'm trying to change that is when a company sells shares, they're doing it to invest in an asset. Well, my asset, the asset of America's holding company, is every living, breathing subscriber that is helping us be successful. So when they have things that happen in their life that drive society forward, we sell them extremely discounted shares of the company to give them either holding for the future or a holding designed to create cash flow for them right now if they need it. So these are things like getting married, having a baby, adopting a baby, divorce, unexpected medical events, college graduation, high school graduation, losing a child, joining the military, and becoming a US citizen. These may expand in the future. This is just as we're starting, this is the baseline that we're starting with. And so any subscriber who's made a payment in the last 30 days becomes eligible to purchase discounted shares because of their previous engagements with our organization. And the goal is to help people on their journey. That is the entire purpose behind this organization. Next, so that's what the individuals subscribe to. This costs $127 the first time, and then it's a $27 a month investment after that. That is the investment. If people want to be involved, great, they can. If they do not want to be involved, great, they don't have to. Oh, I need to update this picture. All right, so the National Tax Strategy Education Program is weekly. It's what we're doing right here. It is recording, going through this, answering questions, talking with people about how this whole system works. Right now, this will be the fourth time I've tried it. The first three were not as, I'm not real proud of them, but hey, we all start somewhere, right? So what this is it's every week I walk through this. Ideally, I will get to where I'm walking through this at other organizations with other business owners, and I'm doing it as a discussion that's recorded that we're sharing rather than me just talking and sharing my vision. It's designed to be a podcast. Ideally, it will happen on other people's podcasts. So imagine Joe Rogan invites me to be on the Joe Rogan Experience. If that were to happen, I would take my glasses. Ideally, the perfect world, I would take my glasses. I would also record everything he does, and I would upload it, put it on all my stuff as if we recorded both his program and my program at the same time, because we did. It is the two different vantage points. And so the goal is for the National Tax Strategy Program to become a tool to leverage with other influencers, with other people's groups, where we come and we share what we're working on, we hear what they're working on, and we're helping each other with ideas, with challenging thought processes, with looking at education differently in order to drive change. All right. So that is my vision behind it long term. Right now, we're just getting started, and that's okay. So, when a company becomes a sponsor, they are sponsoring this content that is already being created, it's already being distributed, it is free for everyone, and that is the point. Okay. So they are sponsoring something that is already being delivered. And that's how we're able to sell across so many companies without increasing our direct costs, because we're selling the same thing that's already been produced multiple times. And that's one of the benefits of having an asset built in the virtual world instead of the real world. Because in the real world, 1 hour of time building a house can only be sold once. But the time I took to record this video can be consumed millions of times because it's virtual. And that is, again, everything I do is part of a strategy to obtain a result. I'm happy to tell everyone every detail of my strategy. It just takes a long time of understanding everything in my background, all my connections. How does the Sandler network fit into this? How does Service Experts fit into this? How does BNI fit into this? How do restaurants and networking groups, right? There are a lot of pieces to this pie that I'm trying to pull together, because the currency I'm chasing is time. It is not money. And it's a very hard concept to wrap your mind around, but time is the currency. That's what America's Holding Company is designed to collect and monetize time at a set rate. And that's it. So I've started a community on X. This community is where we're going to be voting. It's where we're going to be sharing, hey, we had a baby, and tracking, qualifying, all of that. And so we're building it on X because I believe Elon Musk has taken $44 billion of his own money and said, I believe in free speech and I support that. And that is why this is an X first organization, and why ideally, Elon Musk, I would like you to be a board member and running America's Holding Company. I would give you the keys to it right now. If you would like them, all you have to do is say, Justin, I'm ready. But will that happen? Probably not. Who cares though? It's chasing a dream. And that's the point, is to chase your dreams. To chase your dreams, you have to dream them first. Another interesting side bit. All right. And then the last reason a company would subscribe is because that's how they get all of their employees involved in the system we've designed. So there's 5 different levels you can subscribe to: 150, 300 a month, 750 a month, 1500 a month, or 2000 a month. Depending on the level you subscribe at determines how many Class B shares every W-2 employee gets each year, multiplied by the number of years they've been working there. So every year, if you work in a level 1 company, so I am the one investor at the level 1, $150 a month. So, and I do that on behalf of Emily and I. So we will get 10 sign-on shares as our bonus on the year 1 anniversary date. And then we'll get 2 shares every year each, multiplied by the number of years we've been part of the program. And that multiple number of years you've been in the program increases as you level up. So an organization can start at $150 per month. And let's say they get 6 months in and they see how it works and see everything going on. They can upgrade to the level 3, $750 a month, and maintain the date they originally subscribed for level 1. But you cannot downgrade. Again, this strategy is about getting people to sign up and stay signed up forever. That's the goal. And as people do this, we're all saying, hey, I am an asset. I own part of that asset, but I am an asset for that asset. So I'm going to take $27 a month and put it in this pie that we all have ownership in. And that ownership is determined based on the number of years, not number of hours or weeks or anything else. And so this is the strategy for how are we collecting money on a daily basis, monthly basis, and then how are we distributing the ownership of that money collected is based on an annual basis. So I am currently the chairman of the board. I'm on year 2 of trying to explain this idea with no success. We do have 3 other directors. I look at them as directors. We haven't had official meetings. I haven't gotten them bought into all of this yet. And that is my wife and my parents. But we have 5 seats available. This asset is designed to be ran by a group of 9 people. Those 9 people are the owners of the Class A shares. So think of this like a table designed to be owned by chairman of the board and 8 board members and their spouses. So you'll see here, I'm the chairman of the board. I get 1,500 Class A shares, and Emily also gets 1,500 Class A shares because we are married, because life is a team sport. I'm only going to allow humans to own the Class A shares. No entity can own Class A or Class B shares. They can only own Class C shares. The goal is to know the belief system, the individual that is sharing these thoughts, these opinions, not the organization. This is not a Democrat, Republican thing. It's not a government thing. It's not a BlackRock thing. This is an American thing. These are Americans making decisions based on what other Americans are going through. That's the goal. So this table is designed to control the asset through super voting rights. So Class A shares vote at 30 votes per 1 share. Class B ownership is designed to be the retirement shares. Anybody can earn these shares. They must be a part of our program, and the shares can only be earned from America's Holding Company, and they can only be sold back to America's Holding Company. They can only be owned by individuals. These shares vote at a rate of 5-1. And then the Class C shares, and this is 19% of the company, so 1,900 Class A shares currently. This is 51% of the company, which is 51,000 Class B shares. And then Class C is 30% of the company, and that is 30,000 Class C shares. So 100,000 total shares split up into 3 buckets. Buckets control the asset, are involved in the asset based on how ownership is voting and how ownership can vote, right? And so you can see here, most of the company is unissued. We're just getting started. The company owns itself for the most part. Now, as we grow, that will change. All right, the current bank account, we have $156 in our bank account. All the shares that have come through have been investing in your future welcome contract. So $1 per share. That puts our current Class C share repurchase options at, I personally can buy 100 Class C shares at $1.50 per share, and America's Holding Company to buy 150 Class C shares at $1 per share. So there is some liquidity for our owners if they would like. It's barely anything, but it is there. And that's the point of all of this, is to create liquidity for the people working with us, for the people helping us be successful throughout time. All right. Now the Class B ownership. Hold on, I gotta let Penny out once. So the Class B owner financed example. Again, you can only sell Class B shares back to America's Holding Company. So let's pretend the Class C share, right now it's going for $1. Let's say we get it to $25 per share. If we got it to $25 per share, well, now someone could say, hey, I have 100 Class B shares. I want to sell them to America's Holding Company. First, they have to decide how would they like to sell it. So you could do a full cash out option and get $2,500 like that. Hooray! Or you can seller finance. What seller finance does is it says, hey, I'm going to be the bank. I'm going to sell all these shares to you at this price, but you pay me over this term. And the longer the term, the more payout you get. So if you just do a cash out, you could get $2,500. Or let's say you've spent the last 20 years, 30 years working and you're ready to retire. Let's look at what if we owner financed it for 20 years? What kind of annuity could I create? So you can see same 100 shares, difference in value of 2,500 to 7,500, difference in time of 20 years. So it's all about options and trade-offs. And that's what we're trying to give to the people helping us be successful through time, is these are options on how to use the asset that you've helped create, that all of us have helped create. And that's why I see this as a tax strategy. It's how we all work together. So, welcome all new subscribers of no one. Sad days. We'll get there. Special thank you to all our sponsors. Me. Thank you, Justin, for believing in yourself. Keep doing that. And then a thank you. So if anyone wants to join our team, we'd love to have you. What that looks like, if you're an individual, you $127 month one and then $27 a month after that. If you're a company, pick a sponsorship level and just get involved. At the end of the day, we are what makes the world go around. And us working together is what will create success. And so this is my strategy moving forward, is to take people on this journey through time together. If you want to see what's going on with America's Holding Company, you just subscribe to Justin Stevens, because he's the one chasing the dream. He's the one who has the dream to chase. And that's the point. You can duplicate everything I've done with America's Holding Company. You cannot duplicate who I am as a person. You cannot duplicate my connections. You cannot duplicate my successes or my failures or anything like that. Now, you can own the results of them by being a part of my team, but that's your choice. And that's the point in life, is we all have choices. And it's up to each and every one of us to decide the life we want to live. So with that, I hope you go live a freaking awesome life. No matter what it looks like, no matter where you're going or how you're getting there, go do it. Take action, chase your dreams, because at the end of the day, that's all we got. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And just to wrap up, guys, thank you. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for being a part of all of this. Anything I can do to help and support you, that's my goal. My goal is to help and support people. So just let me know. And with that said, have a great day and reach out if you need me. Service experts for HVAC and plumbing. We're the experts. All right. See y'all.